A strange experiment was once conducted. A group of people were asked to watch a video of 6 players passing a basketball to each other. Their task seemed simple: count how many times the players wearing white shirts passed the ball. Most people focused intensely. They counted carefully: 10 passes, 12 passes, 15 passes. When the video ended, the researchers asked a shocking question. Did you see the gorilla? A gorilla? What gorilla? The video was played again, and there it was. A person in a gorilla suit walked directly through the middle of the screen, stopped, beat their chest, and walked away. Nearly half the participants never noticed it. How is that possible? How can someone miss a giant gorilla standing right in front of them? The answer reveals one of the most powerful truths about human focus. What you focus on determines what you see, and what you don't focus on might as well not exist. This simple idea explains why some people achieve extraordinary things, while others spend years wondering why they never make progress. The difference is rarely talent, it is rarely luck, and it is almost never intelligence. The difference is attention. Right now, as you're watching this, thousands of things are competing for your attention. Notifications, messages, videos, advertisements, news, entertainment. Every company wants your eyes. Every app wants your time. Every platform wants your attention. Because attention has become the most valuable resource in the modern world. Money can be lost and earned again. Time can never be recovered. And attention determines where your time goes. Think about that. Your future is being shaped by whatever captures your attention today. A person who spends 3 hours every day learning a skill will eventually become skilled. A person who spends those same 3 hours scrolling endlessly will become an expert at scrolling. The results are different because the focus is different. Most people understand this logically, yet they still struggle to focus. Why? Because your brain wasn't designed for the modern world. Thousands of years ago, paying attention to every sound and movement helped humans survive. If a bush moved unexpectedly, ignoring it could mean death. The humans who noticed distractions survived. The humans who ignored them often didn't. Your brain still operates with that ancient programming. The problem is that today's distractions aren't dangerous. They're digital. But your brain reacts to them exactly the same way. Every notification feels important. Every vibration feels urgent. Every new piece of information feels necessary. And before you realize it, your attention has been stolen. Not for minutes, for hours. Imagine carrying a bucket filled with water. Every distraction punches a tiny hole in that bucket. One notification, a little water escapes. One random video, more water escapes. One unnecessary conversation, even more water escapes. By the end of the day, you wonder why you feel mentally exhausted. It's because your focus leaked away one small distraction at a time. The highest performers in the world understand something that most people never learn. Focus is not about concentrating harder. Focus is about eliminating what doesn't matter. A sculptor doesn't create a masterpiece by adding more stone. A sculptor creates a masterpiece by removing everything that doesn't belong. The same is true for attention. Success is often less about adding things and more about removing distractions. One of the most successful investors in history was once asked what separated exceptional performers from average performers. His answer was surprisingly simple. The difference between successful people and very successful people is that very successful people say no to almost everything. Think about that. Most people believe opportunities create success, but too many opportunities create distraction. Every yes is also a no. When you say yes to one thing, you automatically say no to something else. Say yes to endless entertainment. You say no to growth. Say yes to distraction. You say no to mastery. Say yes to comfort. You say no to potential. Every day, your attention is casting votes for the person you will become. The scary part is that these votes seem insignificant in the moment. 1 hour wasted doesn't feel important, neither does 1 day or 1 week. But months become years, and years become a lifetime. The compound effect of focus is invisible at first, then suddenly it becomes impossible to ignore. Consider 2 people. The first improves just 1% every day. The second stays exactly the same. At the beginning, there is almost no difference. After a week, still almost no difference. After a month, the difference is small. After a year, the gap becomes enormous. The first person appears extraordinary, but they weren't transformed overnight. They simply focused on consistent improvement. This is why top performers often seem lucky. People notice the result, they don't see the years of focused effort behind it. They see the tree, they never see the roots. And roots always grow before results appear. That's the frustrating part about focus. The rewards are delayed. Distractions give immediate rewards. Focus gives future rewards. One feels exciting now, the other changes your life later. Most people choose what feels good. The top 1% choose what matters. That single difference changes everything. Your skills, your income, your confidence, your relationships, your future. Imagine holding a magnifying glass under the sun. The sunlight is everywhere. Nothing happens. But when all that energy is concentrated into one small point, it becomes powerful enough to start a fire. Your attention works exactly the same way. Scattered attention creates average results. Focused attention creates extraordinary results. The people you admire are not necessarily working harder than everyone else. They're often working with greater concentration. They direct their energy toward one target instead of 100, and that's why they move further, faster. The beautiful thing about focus is that it isn't reserved for geniuses. It isn't something you're born with, it's a skill. And like every skill, it can be trained. Every time you resist a distraction, you're training focus. Every time you finish what you started, you're training focus. Every time you choose long-term growth over short-term pleasure, you're training focus. Day after day, decision after decision, choice after choice. Until eventually, the thing that once felt difficult becomes natural. And one day, you realize something incredible. The world hasn't changed. You have. While others continue chasing every distraction that appears in front of them, you move steadily toward your goals. Not because you're special, not because you're lucky, but because you learned to control the one thing that controls everything else: your attention. Because wherever your attention goes, your life follows. And if you can master your attention, you can completely change your future. Starting today, starting with the very next thing you choose to focus on.